Former Israel PM Netanyahu has a hidden agenda in Hawaii. Israel is telling citizens not to go abroad, but former Israeli Prime Minister and current opposition leader Benjamin Netanyahu is currently vacationing on the island of Lanai in Hawaii. The island of Lanai is owned by Larry Ellison, an Jewish-American billionaire and owner of internet tech company Oracle. Larry Ellison is also a prosecution witness in Benjamin Netanyahu's upcoming corruption trial in Israel. "I'm at the Four Seasons Lanai and former Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is staying here, along with a group of Mossad bodyguards," was the message posted by a hotel guest today. When a former PM is traveling, one can assume there is always a hidden agenda. With the former Israeli PM spotted on the island of Lanai, is this agenda looking for a Hawaiian rainbow, or perhaps meeting a prosecution witness who is supposed to testify for the prosecutor in an upcoming trial against the PM? On the same day, another death, 763 additional COVID-19 infections were recorded in the U.S. state of Hawaii. Count by island includes 469 new cases on Oahu, 123 on Maui, 126 on Hawaii Island, 26 on Kauai, 5 on Molokai, 3 on Lanai, and 11 Hawaii residents diagnosed outside the state. On August 16, the current opposition leader in Israel was spotted sitting on an airport trolley at San Francisco Airport waiting for his golf bags. Apparently, he was on his long way from Tel Aviv to the island of Lanai in Hawaii. Staying at the Four Seasons of Lanai is not inexpensive. The penthouse suite at the Four Seasons Hotel Lanai costs $21,000 per night, making it the most expensive suite in Hawaii. The island is also home to 2 golf courses, including Manali Golf Course. In 1994, Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates got married at the 17th hole of the course. Ex-PM insists he and his family are paying for a trip to Lanai in Hawaii, the island known to be the host for many millionaires and billionaires over time. According to the Time of Israel, the transportation minister also vacationing in U.S. despite government pleas against travel abroad. Despite a record outbreak of the Delta variant of COVID-19 currently, Hawaii welcomes 20-30,000 new visitors every single day. Such visitors are arriving from U.S. destinations and need to show a U.S.-issued CDC certificate of vaccination, or produce a U.S.-issued PCR test certificate. Therefore, visitors are mostly domestic tourists or returning residents. It's not clear how the former PM could have done this if flying to Hawaii without a stopover in San Francisco, as reported in Israeli media. The island of Lanai is part of Maui County and more than 98% is privately owned by Jewish-American billionaire Larry Ellison, the head of Oracle. The smallest inhabited island travelers may visit in Hawaii. Lanai offers big enticements to its visitors. For the former Prime Minister, it may actually do much more, a meeting with the owner of the island, Jewish-American billionaire, and friend Larry Ellison. Ellison is also a witness in an important upcoming corruption trial against the former PM. Only 9 miles from Maui yet a world away, Lanai can feel like 2 places. The first is found in luxurious resorts where visitors can indulge in world-class amenities and championship-level golf. The other is found bouncing along the island's rugged back roads in a 4-wheel drive vehicle to explore off-the-beaten-path treasures. You're sure to find serenity, adventure, and privacy in any of the 3 regions of Lanai. Almost the entire island was bought by Jewish-American billionaire Larry Ellison, owner of Oracle. When COVID-19 hit, Ellison eliminated business rent on Lanai, and in 2018 he founded wellness company Sensei, which oversees spas and solar-powered greenhouses. Ellison owns almost the entirety of Lanai. He bought nearly 98% of the island in 2012 for a reported $300 million. His purchase included 35,200 hectares of the island's 90,000 acres, 36,400 hectares of land. Lanai, which is home to about 3,200 residents, is the smallest inhabited island in Hawaii and is home to serene beaches, rugged terrain, high-end resorts and Ellison's sustainability ambitions, which he's executing through a development company called Pulama Lanai. The 141 square mile 365 square kilometers island, which is 8 miles 13 kilometers off the coast of Maui, has 0 traffic lights and few paved roads, according to Forbes. Compared with other Hawaiian islands, Lanai is secluded, but Ellison has plans to change that. He wants to turn Lanai into a tourist destination. Currently, the island is home to 2 Four Seasons hotels and a number of small B&B type accommodation choices. In Israel, Netanyahu is on trial for charges of fraud and breach of trust in 3 separate cases, as well as bribery in one of them. He denies wrongdoing. Ellison is one of several hundred prosecution witnesses in Netanyahu's corruption trial. His name reportedly came up in 2 of the cases, and a report last year said he lobbied and convinced Israeli mogul Arnon Milchan to drop his lawyer so Netanyahu could hire him.